so I guess I'll use my reserve bottle here. New part here for the Supra, it's the slave cylinder or the clutch release cylinder. So we're going to change this, but I'm also building up a little bleeding kit with some tubing, a plastic bottle which I'll bore a hole in the top to put the tube down in there. That way I can try and bleed it by myself. And we have our .3 brake fluid as well. This is the part number here for the cylinder assembly. And we have the bleed nipple here, which just is held on with this little rubber cap. The hose actually fits it perfectly to slide over it, so when we're ready to bleed it, we're just going to slide it on there and then have the other end of the hose all the way down in here in the bottle with some brake fluid in there. So I saw this tip on YouTube, so thanks to you guys who made a clip about it so that we can try it. So let's see if we can get off the old one and put on this new one here. Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to try and change the clutch release cylinder. This is the new one. This was the new one that didn't work, because that's for a 5-speed. This is a 6-speed clutch release cylinder. So we're going to change to this one. We have the clutch line here that we just need to reattach back here and then onto the car as well. I have a little makeshift bleeding system here. I'm going to connect it to the nipple here, and then once I have that set, then I'll just pump the clutch pedal. So let's jump into it and see how it goes. And remove the shield. This was released from before when I was removing the old clutch release cylinder. So this is just a plate that kind of protects the fork inside, and we have these two bolts as well that hold the clutch release cylinder on. New clutch release here goes in like this, and we'll bolt it down here. You have to squeeze it in a bit, but I'm not going to do that as yet because we do need to connect the clutch line first. So the line runs like this up into the body of the car and then onto the back of the clutch cylinder here. I'll tighten the rest of it when we get it up and installed. Alright, here we go. That's better. Use the spanner on that one. Can't reach the socket's too long. Let's get the line sorted out now. nipple here. Just this little rubber cover, and then I'm going to crack this just slightly, just a little bit, just so we can get the air out from a makeshift little bleeder system here. So we have to put fluid in here. So now I have my brake fluid in there. I'm going to ensure that the bottom part of the funnel has access to it, to the fluid in there. Alright, so you might not be able to see that on camera, but the end of the tube is all the way down here. You can push it down some more. So now it's connected to the end of the nipple there, and it's going to run down into here, so the air should be pushing out. So I'm going to fill the reservoir up at the top and then pump the actual clutch pedal. Let me not forget to tighten this guy. Alright, I'll tighten down, and the lines were tightened on both ends, so hopefully we don't have any leaks. So let's try it now and see. Don't want to forget this float as well, that's why I kind of taped mine here. So it's this little float that goes inside of the clutch master cylinder, so don't forget that. Still trying to figure out what it does, but hey, if you guys know, comment below and let me know. So I'm going to fill this reservoir now up to the top, just to the max mark, which is right about here. And then we'll continuously monitor this fluid level, because as I pump the clutch, this is going to go down. It really doesn't take a lot of fluid to fill this, so I have a spare bottle as well. Hopefully, you know, you don't need to use too much out of it, but basically it's to the full mark already. It's all the way up there. So let's just check if there's any leaks underneath. Alright, no leaks on this one or this one here. So now just need to pump the brake fluid out. So everything looks good under here. See. Oh wow. Clutch pedal goes straight to the ground as we expected. So let's check the fluid level, because remember it's completely dry, so yeah, it's going down pretty fast. So I guess I'll use my reserve bottle here. I need to open the line a little bit more. Ah, there we go. Fluid coming out. Look on that. Look on the air bubbles coming up. See that? That's exactly what we want to see. So we want to see that bubble coming in here, and then fluid remaining in the cylinder itself, so that's a good sign. So I didn't crack this nipple quite enough, so now it's good. So now I'll go ahead and pump the pedal again. Alright, I just did a bit of pumping and the fluid is starting to go down. Let's just check underneath, see if there's any action going on down here. Alright. To see more bubbles. Yeah, all the way to the left. Alright, good. Pump again. Keep going. Yeah, go. Alright.
Excellent left foot.
Yeah, I know, it's an excellent left foot. Alright, wait, stop. Alright, hold it down.
Yes.
All the way.
Yes.
So, got this installed. Got it bled. I had to employ the help of my father to pump the clutch pedal. It was a lot quicker, so he pumped it while I just released the line to get the air out. So we connected the lines, there are no leaks or anything on either side, so that's good. Just double check, see, it's dry, it's good. So we bolted this back on, so now we just need to put our plate on. It has this little groove that needs to slide in underneath the actual gearbox, so you have to keep that in mind when reinstalling it. And it goes on like that. These two little 10 bolts, 12 or 10, 12. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Now we just need to test drive the car and see if we have good clutch pressure. So this is the line that connects to up to the cylinder, and it wraps around here and goes up through here and then up into the engine bay. So let's see if we can get the car down and test drive. Let's test. Oh, engagement is really low, but it moves. Comes to a stop. It's like it should. So, guess we can say this one was a success. We'll do a test drive and see if everything is according to plan. The pedal is still a little bit low, but let's see what happens when I'm driving. But if this is the type of content you like to see, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, drive safe.